We have been waiting since October of last year to get this video. We've told you guys and hyped this song up every day since then. We are back with a crazy episode of
Veil or Fire.
I am your host, Thundy, and I am joined by my most electric co-host today.
What's up? I'm Shades.
And I am grateful I didn't have to riot, and we get Tarantula this week. I'm Dillon.
And we are Cyber Skull Media. Yes, we've been, since we heard it thrice, some of us, at the Webby shows on the Midwest tour last October, we've done nothing but gush about it, especially Dillon. People have been tagging us and tagging Dillon a lot in everything leading up to this. We've been hyping it up. Some of y'all thought it was worth the hype. Some of y'all, I'm not so sure. But today, we're going to check out the video. Definitely not a first time listen for us, but a first time viewing today. We also have the countdown timer, courtesy of Ren Not Ren. So we'll be watching that as well. And I thought about even throwing some show footage at the end of Webby's show into the very end of our video today. What do you guys think about that?
I think you should let them know. That's where we got hooked on this thing. So I think it's only fair to show them.
Now that I can show it, because at first Webby's like, he was like, hey man, you know you can't post that anywhere. And we're like, of course, why would we do that? We for once have something we can hold on to ourselves that we get to see first before everybody else. So welcome in, Counts the Steves, the Cyber Skull Mafia, any new renegades that may have found us, and the web-slinging webmasters out there. We're back, and are you boys ready for this one? Dillon, I'm just stalling so you can't watch the video.
Joseph Stalin with this shady behavior.
Nonsense, poopy pants.
I'm for sure ready.
I've been waiting.
Waiting?
So long. Waiting.
How bad has the wait been, Dillon?
It's been terrible. It's been so bad that I listened to the audio only 10 times today. So that's how bad it was.
The thing that is the worst about me messing with you like this is I have to edit this, and it just makes my life more difficult. So
you gotta put this all together.
Let's get going. Let's get going, and it's gonna be a good one today, I think. Well, Dillon, would you do the honors of letting everybody know what we are covering today?
Yes, finally. After, is this drop number 6? I've been waiting.
I think so.
So when they announced they were going to start dropping stuff from Inpatient every week, every other week, I've been like, okay, it better be Tarantula, and it's not. And I'm like, all right, next week, and it's not. And then we got a teaser. We had a tarantula in the girl's hair in Neurodivergent. And I was like, yes. And then they gave us caskets. And I was like, come on, guys. And then that one sent me into a weird mental health spiral. Finally, we get Tarantula by Inpatient, Ren and Chris Webby.
I don't like it.
Dillon, somebody call the exterminator.
Hey, you want to know a fun fact?
What?
So this is how I know this was meant to be my jam. When we were doing Tapehead, the second one, I was supposed to be with a live tarantula in my underground footage, and we couldn't find anybody that had one. I was totally willing to do it. We had 2 people that were like, hey, we got one and we'll bring it, and they didn't show. So I did not get to act with a tarantula.
That is an absolute shame, Dillon. Let me adjust the ISO on my camera back up real quick. It
King
was
ISO?
very bright. So I made some King ISO adjustments on my camera. You fix something.
Why is he prolonging this thing? I've been waiting.
That's what he does.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Drag it on.
I'm back.
Come
I'm ready. Dragging D's nuts all over your face, Dillon, is what I'm doing right now.
Oh, my ISO. Let's take an extra 2 minutes. My ISO doesn't work.
It's just so bright. I'm gonna have to adjust it again, I guess. All right, Dillon, here we go.
Let's go.
Tarantula, gang, right from the stereo. Gargantuan, goddamn fit for a burial. A cannula from my wrist, sick material. A chronically ill, sound for your area. I just let go, there's a crack in my design. Like an echo, these thoughts replay in my mind. There's no safety, there's no rest, there's no sleep for the dead. And I hate these side effects that get left by the man. I got the devil on my shoulder, and the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure, and I might crash. And so they say that my persona
has a tendency to
come so undone that
my identity is
stuck inside this white room I painted black.
Dillon,
Let's go.
Dillon, give me some. Look at it on its face. Dillon,
Man.
guys,
I'm jealous. I wanted to do that. I wanted to be that guy.
guys, there is a tarantula under my hat.
The whole time.
This whole time.
Hey, you're lucky they didn't bite you. They're venomous.
I absolutely bought this just for that bit.
That's funny. I didn't even know about that.
The guy here yesterday.
You pulled it off. Most excellent.
I feel like Marv on Home Alone right now.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
that's classic.
All right, Dillon, now I will let you talk now that my bit is complete.
All right, so here's what's crazy cool. And again, I've said this all along. I feel like this is like the perfect mashup of Ren and Webby. Even considering like Ren's many influences, you got the Clash style intro. You know, it sounds like London Calling with a new spin. But then when he kicks in with the vocals, he sounds like the Police. You know, we've heard Englishman in New York. We know what he can do vocally. It reminds me a lot of Sting with his own little spin on it. So you got all these cool influences just like seamlessly put together right out of the gate. And then you got Webby coming in and just starting off, kicking his thing off. So good.
Tarantulas don't sting, Dillon. They bite.
They bite. Yeah, they're venomous. They have venom. Venom. Nope, that's a different guy.
Shades. What's Shades think? What's Shades think?
This is a fucking jam. Like, I was digging it when we first heard it thrice times.
Intend today.
The video is pretty cool. I'm digging it. I definitely would like to watch Rin's discussion about this with Knox and so here's some behind the scenes information about this. And we're the whole. I want the whole story behind that spider, bro. Behind that tarantula, Dillon.
No, I'm jealous. I want to work with the tarantula. Maybe if I do another film, we get a tarantula in there.
I do hear someone wants us for a short film that's a slasher, Dillon.
I want it.
I heard something about that too.
Hey, call my agent. That's me. Just call me.
Tarantula gang right from the stereo, Dillon.
Man.
Dillon, you can't say that yet.
No, nobody knows what I think about this song. It's gonna be a surprise when I do my review at the end.
A surprise, a total surprise.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw a left in there.
Gargantuan, goddamn Bam! Fit for a burial. A cannula from my wrist, sick of material. A chronically ill sound for your aerial, Dillon.
The fact that he rhymed cannula in there, that tells you what kind of life this man's led. Because cannula is not like an everyday term, right? Like the average person probably does not know what that is.
I was going to say, I don't even know what a cannula is.
Well, why don't you let us know, Dillon?
So it's like the tube. So it could be two things. It's a tube that carries either fluids or gases, right? So those little nose things, those are cannulas. Or the IV that they tap into your wrist that feeds,
Gotcha.
that's also a cannula. So
I've had
Gotcha.
lots of those, Dillon.
yes, I've had a couple for surgeries and whatnot. But yeah, when somebody throws cannula in a verse, you know where they're coming from. So
I'll just let go. There's a crack in my design. Like an echo, these thoughts replay in my mind. There's no safety. There's no rest. There's no sleep for the dead. And I hate these side effects that get left by the meds. And I felt that, Dillon.
yes,
We've had that conversation a lot on this channel. A lot of the things
Yep.
that antidepressants and other types of medications, that the side effects and come downs can be an absolute fucking bitch. And even other things, like things I was on after my spinal surgery, were pretty hefty stuff.
you can walk your dog on the beach, but you might feel itchy and get diarrhea.
You shut your mouth, Liz.
No, you shut your mouth, Sanj. That was funny. If we lose our sense of humour in this place, we might as well kill ourselves.
He's right, Sanj. One of the main reasons I went into medicine was for the laughs. That and the pussy. And that dried up 10 years ago, if you'll pardon the expression.
I got the devil on my shoulder, and the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure, and I might crack. And so they say that my persona has a tendency to come so undone that my identity is stuck inside this white room I painted black. Dillon, is that a reference?
It's indeed a reference. Before we get there, I love the line, and it's very powerful, and he goes through it so fast to get to like the meteor part of this. But the weight could break my back. You hear like angel and the devil on your shoulders whispering in your ear, whatever. But the weight of the devil, it might break his back. I think that's way more powerful of a line. We can't just breeze through that.
Absolutely. Very, very strong symbolism, especially with some of the themes we've seen in some of the other songs on this drop. Somewhat instigator, there's a little bit from Webby and things like that, but definitely, the very first one with Down the Road. It's a good line, man.
I love the consistency lyrically throughout this project. They're not like rehashing the words they use, but the themes and the symbolism, we keep coming back. The Down the Road, the whole thing's about like the devil, right? In Instigator, you got the record label kind of being the devil. So you've got these themes of these influences, the ones you don't want to listen to, but they might weigh on you heavy. I like the fact that this is not a concept album per se. It's not like one track is like way in left field. It doesn't fit. Lyrically, this thing's been very cohesive.
Look, Webby boobies.
Oh,
Creep.
Webby, I can see your
that's
nipples.
a different song.
I'm so undone now.
My identity is
Stuck inside this white room I painted black. Tarantula, bang bang, contractile muscular. I'm venomous, brain fangs right through your jugular. Cutting your brains on the rug and your blood on the comforter. Part of me's Peter Parker, but bust my guns like the Punisher. I'm a rabbit arachnid, I'm trapping them in the web. Then I wrap them up like a package for afterwards in the shed. I'm carnivorous in the blood of these rappers. Is how I'm fed to live a death like Dexter. Dark as the passenger in my head. And they know I'm a killer on the low. Patient 00. Fuck a cheat code. My ammo's unlimited. I only stop when I gotta reload. I'm 20 below and the blood in me frozen. I painted this room only color I know. Yeah, I painted it black. It was dark as my soul. So fuck it, let's go. I got the devil on my shoulder, and the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure, and I might crack. And so they say that my persona
has a tendency to
come so undone that
my identity is
stuck inside this white room I painted black.
Oh, welcome back to Blue Balls with Thundy. We're almost there, Dillon. Calm your tits.
Okay. We had another cool little beat switch before the other beat switch before the other beat switch.
Go on.
Yes. I think that's it. Maybe one more.
I like how it had that beat switch, and it was like picking up, and then all of a sudden it just dropped back out, and then it sounded like it was starting to pick up again.
I love Webby's flow, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh no, hold on, we're shifting gears." And he's like, picks up the cadence.
Webby's flow and cadence, I'd like it so much in like everything he does.
Yeah.
We're not gonna keep hampering on it, but the criticisms we've seen are just people they just gotta have some wild tastes to not be into it. And that's okay, but it's like, stop downplaying the quality of the things that this man can do. In one song, he did some things you didn't quite vibe with, that makes everything terrible. Come on, bro. He's got a massive body of work that just is absolutely a massive web of greatness.
But I will say this, and I'm going to stand on it, and I'm not going to waver on this. It's unbreakable, the stance I have. They don't have issues with how he says things, because that's undeniably talented. Some of his older word usage, the things he talked about, they might disagree with. But if they're saying that he's not the artist that is on par with Ren, or the artist that like we think he is, they're wrong. And I will not take any other thing into consideration.
I will die on that hill.
I will. And that's okay. Look, if you don't like the messages he's had previously, and you weren't willing to give him a chance and see him grow ideologically and lyrically, that's on you, and that's okay. But you can't say the talent's not there. I just refuse to accept that.
And Red wouldn't be working with this man if he didn't think the exact same way on that,
for sure,
that line of thinking.
And the thing that people who follow Ren, and the people that are like really white knighting for him so hard and are anti-Webby, they know that Ren is so calculating with everything he does. The marketing, the promotion, the music, the beats, lyrically, everything is so well thought out. You mean to tell me that somehow Webby slipped through the cracks? He's not who he thinks he is? Like, I don't buy that. Come on. He doesn't do anything without knowing fully what he's getting into.
And
so accept it.
Talking about a very small but somewhat
is.
loud minority. But, Dave the Goat raised a good one. So, Tarantula, bang, bang, contract the muscular. I'm venomous, spraying fangs right to your jugular. Cutting your brains on the rug and your blood on the comforter. Part of me's Peter Parker, but bust my guns like the Punisher. Finally, we get some Peter Parker references, Dillon.
The webmaster has to go there.
Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and Miles Morales is Miles Morales. And I will die on that hill.
Donald Glover?
Gonna cry?
He's out of line, but he's right.
And I miss when the Punisher was good and not watered down Disney slop, Dillon.
Yeah, like when he was Dolph Lundgren in the early 90s.
I mean, even Thomas Jane, bro.
That wasn't bad.
Even the first season of the Netflix Punisher was better than it. This isn't gonna be a rant about the Punisher. I'm not doing that today. Like Dillon ranted about Shinedown in a video this week. It's not happening.
I barely ranted.
No. Wait.
Cause I'm a rabbit arachnid. I'm trapping them in the web. Then I wrap them up like a package for afterwards in the shed. Damn, Dillon. Put them in a body bag.
Coming back for you.
That sounds like Lord of the Rings.
We got Shelob over here, even though Shelob's not a giant spider. That was one swing and a miss for Peter Jackson, but I'll allow it. I'm carnivorous, and the blood of these rappers is how I'm fed. Deliver death like Dexter, dark as the passage in my head. How do you deny this man's genius, Dillon?
You can't. You can't do it.
Very carefully.
If you just want to avoid it, that's fine.
That's
but
fine.
Don't say that you listened to it and you hated it, because I'm not going to believe you said that.
People just living in denial.
Isn't that a river?
It's in Egypt.
No. Word shades. I remember Dexter. We've talked about Dexter on this channel before.
I know he had a super sick laboratory.
Laboratory. DD, my laboratory.
That's great. I remember that.
Oh,
They kind of messed it up with the live action series, though. They made the little laboratory kid a murderer.
there was a live action series?
Yeah, isn't that him grown up?
Damn it, Dillon. Damn it, Dillon.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That would be crazy if it was serious.
And they know I'm a killer on the low. Patient 00. Fuck a cheat code. My ammo's unlimited. I only stop when I got to reload. Are we getting some like GoldenEye type references in here?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Fuck a cheat code. My ammo's unlimited, Dillon.
He's 00 ADHD.
I'll allow it. I'm 20 below and my blood in me froze, and I painted this room only color I know. Yeah, I painted it black. It was dark as my soul. So fuck it. Let it go. Dillon and I If we had a soul, mine would be that color. Dillon's would be bright green, neon green.
Oh, I do love green, like my mic cord. Can you see it? It's it right there. It's my favorite.
It's time, Dillon, for the build-up. It's time.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, let's hit him with it.
Because I can wait like another 10 minutes.
No,
and keep talking.
No, we know. We know what we're doing.
Like we can look up what type of tarantula this is, and really dive deep into the weeds on this one if we need to.
No.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
And so they say they're my persona.
Has a tendency to
Come so undone that
and my identity is
stuck inside this white room I painted black. Whoa, back to back, you can't catch that flow. Counteract the punch, price that blow. Chiropractic, bass, snapping, fat base, gymnastic, mash it up, massive, bro. Casual, this shit easy, G. Ride the beat, come on, you know me. Designed to be the best, need the rest to test me. Watch me rise up victoriously. Yeah, we back on that loose again. Representing that loony bin. Give a fuck if I lose or win when that spider bite go right through the skin. Then I'm hit when I strike the vein. Got a monster locked up inside my brain. And wrestle with them's like fighting Bane. But I know that part of me likes the pain. Like a masochist, spider biting, antagonist, biting, sighting, paralysis, vital signs of a pathogen. Striking deep in the artery. Peter Parker, but darker. Be black and bruised on the mark. I leave random web is still spread. You see, got time to kill. Murder on my mind. I'll give your spine a chill. Show up in Silent Hill, bumping twisted metal behind the wheel. We pose a threat, pulling you under. Hope you can hold your breath and kill them all until there's no one left. Tarantula.
Damn.
So there's definitely a little bit of music change up, I think, from the version that we heard it definitely sounded different a little bit live and in the recordings that I've got, I feel like, than the fully final mastered finished produced track.
I think you're right.
And I kind of think I like the version that we heard better.
Get out of here. What are you even saying right now?
Well, I guess no one knows what to compare it to until the end of the video. I guess let's talk about that breakdown first before we get into the lyrics. What are we thinking about this musically right now? Is there something that springs to mind?
So that section before the drum and bass beat here, before that jungle breakdown, we had this moment with some friend of ours overseas, and just kind of vibing, feeling this thing out, and then all of a sudden, on cue, that little break reminded them of a certain song, and they hollered out, "Gay Bar" by Electric Six.
I'm gonna take you to a gay bar! Gay bar! I'm gonna put it in you!
No, too far.
Yeah, we were hanging out with old Deb and old Willsy.
Yes.
Before the show, and definitely came up in conversation. I definitely have a t-shirt somewhere, maybe in my truck. Then we went and saw Electric Six live, Shades and I did, after we got back. And we saw Gay Bar performed live, and we got a picture with the lead singer, which I'm going to put on the screen right now. See, look, that's us with the lead singer of Electric Six. So we got street cred, let me tell you, all right? We got the cred. I feel like it sounds a little more like that song in the version that we have, a little more than the version that is currently being presented, but I definitely still kind of hear that guitar riff a little bit.
Yeah, it was not as like on the nose here, right? Previously, it was like almost like on cue, man. And then this is a little bit different. And maybe they changed that on purpose, right? Like maybe copyright, who knows? Maybe they went in and tweaked that a little bit, but it was pretty spot on when we heard it.
We probably just didn't get the final version live. You know, they probably saved some of it, for later. But it could have sounded way different too, the way that it was played at the show through the speakers with keef on the sound and things like that. So
Yeah, that definitely comes across differently through a PA as opposed to like, you know, our headphones here.
I definitely hit harder bass wise.
Well, that bass hits my eardrums wrong. A little too much bass at the waiting room sometimes.
Whoa, back to back, you can't catch that flow. Counteract upon tracks that blow. Chiropractic back snapping, fat bass gymnastics, mash it up. Like Dillon's eardrum.
That's right, just this one.
Massive bro, casual this shit, easy G, ride the beat, come on, you know me. Designed to be the best, need the rest to test me. Watch me rise up victoriously. And you know, the first verse we got Rare, and the second verse we got Webby. The third verse we get a mixture of both of them. And we heard something about the instrumentals, Dillon, that all the instruments on this one were done by Renathy.
Yes, which I think it's just safe to assume that most of the time. But yeah, we got JP on the track doing production. We got Ren doing the instrumentals. This is a perfect team, man. This should just be like a forever thing.
It's gonna be an hour-long reaction by the time we're done.
It's okay.
Yeah, we're back on the loose again, representing that loony bin. And give a fuck if I lose or win when that spider bite go right through the skin. Venom hit when I strike the vein. Got a monster locked up inside my brain, and to wrestle with him like fighting Bane. But I know that part of me likes the pain. I was born in the dark, Dillon.
Let's not stand on ceremony.
Oh, that is not Bane whatsoever. But I like Tom Hardy. That is a mid-ass movie. But
so
yes,
physically,
yes.
I modeled my physical stature for Tapehead on Tom Hardy's Bane.
Yeah.
It's okay because that wasn't Bane. That was just some dude in a mask, Dillon.
He escaped from the darkness.
Oh man, the darkness that is the room that they are painting black today, Dillon. See, it all comes back around.
Finish him! Fatality! Bane wins. Toasty! Steve! Turkey burger! Iceberg lettuce! Excellent choice, Steve. Very lean protein. Not sure about the lettuce? I would have gone with a mixed green.
I love the transition to the rave, the club here. We knew where the song was going sonically. The video to go here with the glow sticks and the lighting and that complete change up that matches the beat was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. As I was driving earlier, I was like, man, I should probably get some glow sticks because it's probably going to go there. And sure enough, I should have.
Oh,
it did go there.
All you had to do was come to the shop.
I know. I figured you probably still had some left.
Box of glow sticks that I wasn't even. I forgot I had. So I guess glow sticks are coming out for the full watch through. But like a masochist spider biting antagonist, bite inciting paralysis, vital signs of a pathogen striking deep in the artery. Peter Parker, but dark as the black and the bruise on the mark I leave. Ren and Webb is the thread you see. We got time to kill. Who puts words like that together, Dillon? That's just what I want to know.
Ren and Webby.
That they do.
Another nice little Peter Parker reference, Dillon.
The gift and the curse.
And a masochist spider. We've covered masochist.
We did.
Murder on my mind, I'll give your spine a chill. Show up in Silent Hill, bumping twisted metal behind the wheel. We pose a threat, pulling you under. Hope you can hold your breath and kill them all until there's no one left. Tarantula. Now we got several references here.
Silent Hill and Twisted Metal.
Yeah. Shout out PlayStation.
I'll give your spine a chill. My spine! It's all fucked up, Dillon. But yeah, we got a Silent Hill reference. We got some Twisted Metal reference. And Twisted Metal TV show isn't half bad, Dillon.
It's decent.
There's some stuff that sucks ass about it, but overall, it's a fun watch, and I'll watch the next season for sure.
Nev Campbell's in it. That's awesome.
Dude, Samoa Joe is in it, and voiced by Will Forte.
Also.
Absolutely fantastic.
You know what? You're right. I can't wait here for my audience. I need to get out there and hunt my audience down.
Damn, dude. All right, well, before we gush more, let's go ahead and just do the full playthrough right now, Dillon.
Run it.
Tarantula, gang gang right from the stereo. Gargantuan, goddamn fit for a burial. A cannula from my wrist, sick material. A chronically ill sound for your area. I just let go, there's a crack in my design. Like an echo, these thoughts replay in my mind. There's no safety, there's no rest, there's no sleep for the dead. And I hate these side effects that get left by the man. I got the devil on my shoulder, and the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure, and I might crash. And so they say that my persona
has a tendency to
come so undone that
and my identity is
stuck inside this white room I painted black. Tarantula, bang bang, contractile muscular. I'm venomous, brain fangs right through your jugular. Cutting your brains on the rug and your blood on the comforter. Part of me's Peter Parker, but bust my guns like the Punisher. I'm a rabbit arachnid, I'm trapping them in the web. Then I wrap them up like a package for afterwards in the shed. I'm carnivorous in the blood of these rappers, is how I'm fed. To live a death like Dexter, dark as the passenger in my head. And they know I'm a killer on the low, patient 00. Fuck a cheat code, my ammo's unlimited. I only stop when I gotta reload. I'm 20 below and the blood in me frozen. I painted this room only color I know. Yeah, I painted it black, it was dark as my soul. So fuck it, let's go. I got the devil on my shoulder, and the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure, and I might crash. And so they say that my persona
has a tendency to
come so undone that
and my identity is
stuck inside this white room I painted black. Back to back, you can't catch that flow. Counteract upon price that blow. Chiropractic by snapping, fat base, gymnastic, mash it up, massive bro. Casual, this shit easy G. Ride the beat, come on, you know me. Designed to be the best, need the best to test me. Watch me rise up victoriously. Yeah, we back on that loose again. Representing that loony bin. Give a fuck if I lose or win. When that spider bite go right through the skin. Then I'm hit when I strike the vein. Got a monster locked up inside my brain. And wrestle with them's like fighting Bane. But I know that part of me likes the pain. Like a masochist, spider biting, antagonist, biting, sighting, paralysis, vital signs of a pathogen. Striking deep in the artery. Peter Parker, but dark as the black and bruise on the mark. I leave random web is the thread you see. Got time to kill, murder on my mind. I'll give your spine a chill. Show up in silence, we're bumping twisted metal. Behind the wheel, we pose a threat. Pulling you under, hope you can hold your breath and kill them all until there's no one left. Tarantula.
It's really like
Everything.
it's really like the way that it musically is. It's just like a spider crawling its way closer to you, ready to strike. And when it strikes, everything gets fucking crazy, like it's wrapping it up in its web, and you're just like all like dazed and confused and disoriented of what's happening, and before you know it, it's over, Dillon.
Tarantula.
Genius.
Absolutely.
Genius, genius, genius!
From just a painted room to just all of a sudden you're in a crazy club scene.
No, I love where it went, man. Like I said, the
how
video
you do
followed perfectly in line with instrumentally, the production on this.
I'm definitely going to put some sort of clip at the very end of this of one of the live shows that we saw. I don't know how long it'll be, just to kind of show people what we're talking about, even though this is going to be an extremely long video, Dillon. I'm already dreading the edit, but this was just, these guys, no one is ready in the world that has no idea that this stuff is going on right now. They ain't ready. They ain't ready. Billboard charts and they ain't ready, Dillon. They ain't ready for what this album is about to do, and they're going to be pissed about it because Webby's part of it, and they're both fully independent.
I'm excited for what the physical copies of this are going to be like.
Dude,
I've got all these ideas.
I need all of them.
Oh,
all the
100%.
things.
This drop the vinyl, double LP, gatefold, all the great inserts, whatever it is, that's mine.
I want it. I need it. I need Webby after this drops and after there's physicals and after maybe he has some physicals to then book the last leg of his tour in the Midwest.
And
what I need. Because I need to have him sign my copy, Dillon.
I do. I need that desperately in my collection.
Bad. Very, very much so. But well, boys, we finally come to the end of this. So let's give our review, because that was Inpatient, Ren and Chris Webby's Tarantula, the thing we've been hyping up for months. And we got a few things to tell you guys about at the end of the video before you get that little treat from us if you want it. I think it's time to give the review, and I'm not, you know what? I'm gonna make Dillon wait. Shades.
It's fine.
Shades, why don't you tell me what you think today?
So that's been fire since the first time we heard it, and then we heard it again, and then we heard it again. I've been like just waiting patiently to hear this one again, like fully, you know, like we're allowed to now. Thundy is the only one that had a good version of it, so like I couldn't listen to it whenever I wanted to, like he could have, but fucking dope.
You had access to all of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I know I probably could have, but I don't know. Yeah, I love the Ren's reggae kind of start there at the beginning. Webby comes in with his raspy voice. I love that drum build up, and then it drops back out. You know, it kind of comes back a little bit later on. The transition from, you know, the all black room into all of a sudden a party, like you were saying, the spider got you, the venom's in you, it's fucking with your head, you're done. All the callbacks and references to like Peter Parker and Bane and shit, like that's pretty dope. And the masochist, like that was pretty dope. I love that. My only bummer for this, and it's not even on them, it's just I had a hat ready, I had my shirt, I had a whole gig.
Well, do it then, Shades.
We can't.
Put the hat on.
And I forgot all about this, Dillon. He didn't remind me. I forgot.
One eternity later.
Yeah!
Yeah, I was totally ready for wanna take you to a gay bar.
He's got something to put in you.
And then, yeah, not having the flashy stuff that like you got on your face there, like that was the other bummer that I fucked up on, but oh well.
All right, Dillon, now that we've taken you to a gay bar too, I mean, just look how you're dressed. Would you like to let us know what you thought today? Dillon likes cream and he's going to the gay bar. That's all I've got to say.
Cash rules everything around me. That's a Wu-Tang reference. Ain't no gay Wu-Tangs, but anyway.
Why?
I've been waiting. When I saw this, Webby played it at the Omaha show, I was hooked right away. I was like, oh, cool, man. This is like, yeah. And I heard like a little bit of that Clash, a little bit of that Sting vocal. I'm like, man, Ren's really throwing a bunch of stuff in here. And then the beat switches again. I'm like, holy shit, they're throwing another thing in here. And then I heard that breakdown and it went jungle. And I was like, this is the coolest fucking thing I've ever heard. I need it right now. And then they started announcing, hey, we're going to drop stuff from Inpatient every other week. I'm like, all right, man, Tarantula's first. And it wasn't. And I was like, all right, it's got to be second. And it wasn't. And then I saw Tarantula in Neurodivergent. I'm like, that's the teaser, right? And it wasn't. Now we finally got it. And I will plant my flag and say this is the most fire thing. This is my favorite Webby and Ren track together and individually. I think this is the greatest thing. The production is insane. Lyrically, it's fire. Their cadences, the switch ups, everything about it. I think this is the greatest Ren and Chris Webby track. Flag in the ground.
That's my third favorite. It's my third favorite, Dillon.
So flag in the ground. I know you're really big on Down the Road. And in our Discord, a lot of people are as well. I'm going to stand on this, and nobody's going to convince me otherwise, and that's why I love people having opinions. I think this is the best blend of Webby and Ren.
Webby and Ren, Dillon!
I can't say the words. I think this is the best blend. So Down the Road definitely was super fire. We know that Ren can do that bluesy thing. Webby gave us some sweet vocals, but that's not his like thing per se. He's perfect on that track, but I think this one, we get the jungle. We know Ren can do that. We got both of them spitting some fire bars. We got both of them singing a little bit in kind of like, that's Webby's vocal, like that singing style we've heard on a lot of his stuff. I think this is the perfect blend. I think if you were to say, hey, Ren and Chris Webby have come together to form Inpatient, this is what it would sound like. If you were to take all the elements in Dexter's laboratory and make this phenomenal album, this is the showpiece.
You know what I think, Dillon?
Nope. Man, I'll break that off.
All right, well, it should come as no surprise that I thought this was fire, trying to burn this damn tarantula off my head, but it was fire, dude. If y'all want to know where the other lighter is, you got to watch the first video this week, and you'll get an explanation. But now, like I said, Down the Road is absolutely my favorite, and I think the most musically well put together song so far for my personal tastes. The Neurodivergent, though, has been my #1 most played since, and I don't know how much that's going to shift with this one, but this is definitely going to move up to the #3 slot, and I'm going to be listening to all those on rotation quite frequently. When we first heard this at the show, and Webby's talking about, how many of you know a guy named Ren?
It was us three.
It's mostly us yelling for Ren, and there's a couple other people maybe here and there. For the most part, they don't. And he's like, well, let me tell you a story. And then he plays the track, and Dillon wet himself a little bit.
I did. All down my skinny jeans.
It's like, we heard it before Dillon at the Des Moines show, and we're like, Dillon is gonna lose his shit when he hears this. I was wrong. He lost his piss.
It's worth it.
But it was great. It was great. And seeing the feedback at all 3 shows was interesting. But it's just a great track, dude. It starts out in a way that you don't expect it to go where it goes. But the way that it creeps through, just in the structure, just like being attacked by a tarantula. Maybe not necessarily a tarantula, but a spider in general is quite the thing.
This better be good. The black bits and bananas? Are they tarantula's eggs? Please don't speak to me ever again in your life.
Really, really enjoyed it. Great lyrics. It's just all around fantastic. It's a masterpiece. It's a great song, especially for what it is. They keep dropping stuff like this. You may win me over, Dillon. You just might.
I'm saying that. So Jungle being such a core part of my musical lifespan. I mean, we're talking mid-90s. I instantly got hooked on it, and it's just such a pillar of my musical foundation. And we've heard some stuff previously when Ren gets into that, and then some of the 6/6 soul stuff with the jungle beats in there. I was like, man, these guys, they're my people. I'm feeling it. It's a huge staple. And I know it's a little bit different to be, from the States and be that big into the jungle scene, but I was fully immersed. And that's one of those hyper fixations. I get in it. I go down the rabbit hole. I'm reading every publication, magazine, studying it, buying every album. It was nuts. So when I get this, it's gold.
I just can't stop staring at Shades. How ridiculous he looks. As I have this on my face, but I'm just staring at Shades as he's being super serious listening to you. And I'm fucking dying over here.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
He really did go to the gay bar, man. Something else that we know about this track that we'd heard is that the female vocals are by a friend of Webby's. That's about all we know, but we do know that information. So,
which we had to ask, because normally we're like, man, do you hear that little choir of girls? And they're like, no, that was all Ren's different vocals. We're like, fuck. So we had to ask first this time. We don't want to take credit away from anybody. So I was like, hey, I feel a certain way about this, but please tell me that that's a female vocal.
Listen,
no, it is.
It's scrolling across at the bottom. Our Discord is dope. If you haven't gotten in there, it's a great place to hang out every day. This is Tarantula. We've finally gotten through it. It's finally over, Dillon. Now you can breathe, because in 2 weeks, Dillon, the next Inpatient drop, because I was wrong the last week or two. There was a draft video in there in the playlist that needed removed. The next Inpatient video is our 100th Ren reaction, Dillon.
And it will be Tarantula Revisited.
Yeah. Our 100th Rin reaction, which is going to be nuts. And so in 2 weeks, y'all are going to get that. And it's kind of poetic that our first Rin reaction was Webby and Rin, and our 100th is Webby and Rin. So
kind of nifty.
Let us know in the comments whether you thought this was a fail fire or just shut up and get out that door.
Get out! Get out of my house!
Because we did some interesting things this week. Yes, you'll get a clip from the live show at the end of this. We're going to breeze through this very, very fast tonight, all right? Because there's a lot of quick information. Some of you might want to know about upcoming stuff with videos related to the UK trip and what we're doing tomorrow. We started out the week at our annual spring kickball tournament for autism awareness for an autism charity in the Omaha area, and Shades and our team took home the first place trophy. And Thundy Man kicked in the winning run in the championship game with 2 outs and the winning run on first. That's all I got to say about that. You want Thundy on your team and Shades on your team when it comes to kickball. But this week we had an interesting week. It was mostly UK stuff again, but what did we start the week out with, Shades?
We started out with Recognize, Out for Blood, featuring Tech 9 and Yellow Wolf.
Then we did what on Thursday, Dillon?
A legendary collaboration between Victus and Liv Sangster, Mirrors.
Then we did the goals spinning with Romaine and Goran. And tomorrow we have Behind the Rin. It's our live stream diving into Rin lore, behind the scenes stuff. We haven't done one of these in a couple of months, so make sure you're there tomorrow for that. We're going to start with the little tour diary about the Brixton show since we were there. And then there's a bunch of stuff that we could cover. Wherever you guys super chat is where we will go for the next 2 to 3 hours. And then, Dillon, there's a new video dropping on potentially Monday if it gets done in time. What might that be?
Oh, a little British pizza action, perhaps, on Cyber Skull Eats.
A little bit of pizza, you're saying? A little bit of UK pizza in the Brighton on the sea.
Indeed.
On the English Channel. We're going to go eat some pizza and let you know what we thought about it. And our boy Wheelsy is going to be in there with us today in this video whenever it does drop. But it should be ready to go hopefully by then. We'll see what happens. And we're probably going to drop more of those than the other stuff before that because they're a little bit easier to edit. But that'll all be dropping at some point. So like and subscribe if you had a good time today. Thank y'all for being here for us. The super chats, the members, the gifted memberships, everything you guys have done to let us do everything we do because we couldn't do it without you. Unless Shades wants to bring some friends home from the gay bar that have some deep pockets. But I have no idea what he said, Dillon, so that just means yes. That means he agrees, Dillon. He's going to bring home some hairy sugar daddies.
Sometimes it's the words you don't say.
Not to this guy's house.
Oh, so he goes to their house, Dillon. He just had to clarify that for us.
Hey, it's not my business what happened.
He didn't deny it either, Dillon.
I'm just going to let you ponder on it.
All right, well, we're going to get out of here. We'll give you that little treat here at the end. What is the name of this show, Dillon?
This is Fail or Fire.
And who are we, Shades?
Cyber Skull Media.
And we'll absolutely keep bringing you the heat all week long. We'll catch you guys tomorrow for the Behind the Rin stream. We're out. Goodbye, everyone.
Sure. All right, hey, tune in. We got a live stream Sunday. It's been great. This has been Cyber Skull Media.
An essential background piece of the video right here.
This has been Fail or Fire. Thundy doesn't get to speak. He also thinks Tarantula is the greatest song ever. So we'll see you next time.
You stop that. Stop that.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out tonight. This is an exclusive Chris Webby. Let's go! Tarantula, gang, gang, right from the stereo. Look at you, goddamn fit for a burial. Look cannula from my wasted material. Look chronically ill, sample your area. I just let go, there's a crack in my disc.
See, got time to kill, murder on my mind, I'll give your spine a chill. Show up in Silent Hill, bumping twisted metal. Behind the wheel, we pose a threat, pulling you under, hope you can hold your breath and kill them all until there's no one left. Tarantula.